All right, so we're going to start with an ankle warm-up. We've done this before. We go toe and back to heel, toe and back to heel. While we're here, if you have the coordination, I want you to kind of warm up those wrists. So we bring palms forward, palms back, palms forward, palms back. Just warming up the wrists and the ankles at the same time. I know it's a little bit like asking you to, rub your belly and pat your head at the same time. So we're also working your brain a little bit here. All right, now switch the wrists to circles. Keep the ankles where they're at, going from heel to toe. Now circle the other way. All right, we're going to take the whole body to a jumping jack. So feet out, arms up overhead. You can also split that jack like this. Starting to feel the heart rate rise a little bit and that whole body warming up. Make sure you're breathing. Couple more here. Give me 2 and 1. All right, we're going to come into a squat, partial squat here. We're going to tap it back and tap it back. So one foot stepping back, and then the other, as you can stay in this partial squat. Think about still pushing those hips back as best you can. Couple more here. Give me 1 each side and 1 more each side. All right, stand up. We're gonna do one called tick-tock. So we've got our pendulum right here as our legs. Okay, we'll come out to the side right here like this. I'm gonna add a little hop in the center, coming to the center and taking that leg out. You're welcome to stay right here where you're just doing a leg lift side to side. Feet are flexed, okay? One side and then the other. Very good. All right, a couple more. 1 more each side. Take it to a step touch with the feet. Right here like this. We're gonna go back to those wrist warm-ups we were doing. So we're gonna bring palms in, palms up, in and up, in and up. No equipment today. That does mean we're gonna be using our body weight. The wrists will be doing a bit of work today. So we wanna make sure they're good and warmed up today. If wrists do give you a problem, grab a set of weights and put them near you, not to use as a weight, but to help you keep that those wrists a little bit straight. Okay. Now circle. And circle the other way. All right. Excellent. Stop with the wrist. We're going to do a hand curl here and a pull. Hand curl and pull. Heel coming towards that glute, standing nice and tall. Couple more here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do those squat tap backs. Come into that partial squat. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Chest stays raised. We're not rounding forward. Couple more here. Give me 2 and 1. Stand up. We're going to do that tick-tock. So side leg lift, side leg lift. I'm going to add a little hop in the center. One side and then the other. So a couple more here, and then we'll finish the warm-up with some jumping jacks. Just making sure the body is good and ready to go. 2 more. 1 more set. All right, jacks, here we go. Feet out and in, arms overhead. me 3, 2, and 1. March that right here. All right, we're going to start today's workout with a 30-second wall sit. So find yourself a wall, something you can perform a wall sit with. I'm going to be sliding down so that my legs are at 90 degrees. That is our goal. If you can't quite make it, you're welcome to set a little higher than 90, all right? So sink down into it, going for 30 seconds. Here we go. I'm going to take my arms overhead and back down, making a little, you got making snow angels. With the arms, I'm going to press my back into the wall. Very good. We have 10 seconds to go. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. All right. For our next one, we're going to be coming to the floor and having a high kneel. We're going to have our legs 90 and 90. Okay, so I'm going to try and align my body. So I've got a 90-degree angle here and 90 degrees with that one on the floor. After I've got that 90, I'll curl that back toe. So what we are going to do is we're going to do lunges from the ground. 2 options. One is to have that back toe there. We're going all the way down and up. You can even grab a wall or a chair for balance, okay? Option 2 is we're going to try and really force the front leg to do most of the work, okay? So I'm going to lean kind of into it and take this back foot along for the ride, but it's not doing quite as much of the work, okay? You can also use a wall or a chair to help you with that one, okay? So do what you can. 10 of these, here we go. So again, I am trying to do mine so that that front leg is predominantly working and that back leg is just tapping along. If you're not quite there yet, feel free to use that back leg as much as possible. Four more here. Two more. And 1. All right, so then we'll come back down. We'll do 90-90. On the other side, same thing. I'm going to try to not use my back leg very much and just press through here. Still focus on good form. You can use a wall, chair for balance. And if you're not ready to do one leg focus, use both of those legs equally, okay? Here we go. Keep it going. Chest is raised. We're breathing. Make sure you're going back to 90. You come back down. I've got 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. When you're done with that, we're coming down to the floor. We're going to be laying on our side. Okay, we're going to be doing some side press-ups or some side push-ups. So what happens is I'm going to stack my legs. I'm going to come and this arm here, the one on the bottom, it's not doing anything. The top arm is the one doing work. It comes over. It's going to press us up and then lower us down. This arm can be here. It can be here, wherever. It's dead weight, okay? As you do this, try not to strain the neck. Okay, try and keep it in line with the rest of the body. You can also bend the legs if that makes it a little easier. And if you need a little assistance, you actually can take this hand, this one that I said is dead weight, and you can use it to help you a little bit, okay? All right, here we go for 10. Press up and lower down. Press up and lower down. halfway, nice and controlled. And this hand that's on the floor is kind of right by my shoulder of that bottom arm. 2 more. And 1 more. You, of course, have to do the other side. So flip it on over. Okay. Set it up. I've got this top hand, kind of so my fingertips are by that shoulder. And press up and lower down. Press up and lower down. Keep it going. Halfway. Three, 2, and 1. All right, stay down. We're going to flip over to the center, and we're going to do a push-up in the center. We are going to do a weightless renegade row, so we're really focusing on stability of the plank here. So let me demonstrate. We'll come to that push-up position. I'm going to do mine on my toes, but you are more than welcome to do yours on your knees. So I'm going to set up my base, and I'm really going to press into these toes here, okay? And I'm going to use my glutes and my abs to keep the plank lovely at the top. So I'll do my push-up. I'll come up to the top, activate the core, pull, and pull. And I'm going to try and keep that plank as still as possible as I do the one side pull and the other side pull, okay? So we're focusing again on that strength and stability of the core, all right? All right, so toes or knees for the push-up. Here we go, press into those toes. Give me that push-up, come to the top, pull and pull, using the glutes, using the core, pull and pull. Again. So this is one where if the wrist bug you could take 2 dumbbells and you could use them right here, okay? And you can always let go of them for the pull, since we are focusing on stability and balance. Keep it going. How many of you done, Noel? 8. Okay. You need 1 more. Or if you're behind, you're welcome to keep going. When you're done, you can come to those knees. Sit back in child's pose, stretching out that back, upper arms. Deep breath in and out. 1 more time, in and out. All right, we're going to be standing up for the next one. No planks, no push-ups for the next one. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a lateral jump or a big lateral step. So it'll either be right here like this or step, step, okay? And then we're going to come down, like we're going to do a burpee, but we're not going to quite do a burpee. We're going to do a bear pose, okay? So I guess we're not doing push-ups, we're not doing planks, but we are still getting down on the ground and doing a core move. Okay, so for that bear, we have finished that lateral step or that lateral jump. We're coming down to the floor. We're jumping those feet back. So this is our bear pose right here. Come back up. And then we're going to lateral jump again, come down to the bear pose. Now, if bear pose is giving you problems, you can actually take it to the plank instead, okay? And if jumping gives you problems, you can walk it down, so come down, step, step, step in, up, lateral, down, step, step, okay? Make it what you need it to be. We are counting the bear pose, okay? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 10, all right? Okay, so starting a lateral jump or a big lateral step. Here we go. To the side, I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna drop my feet out, back in. You're welcome to step. Let me do the other side. Okay? Take this at your own pace. You're not going as fast as me. That is totally okay. We'll give a little bit of time. And here at the end. Heart rate's getting up a little bit on this one. Got 2 more. I'm done with mine, but if you're still going, keep it up. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. When you're done, feel free to grab a sip of water too. Take some nice deep breaths. We're gonna be coming down to the floor and doing a side plank variation. A lot of core today, okay? So coming down to the floor, level 1 is just holding a side plank. Level 2 is gonna be hip dips from the side plank, okay? So I'm gonna come down to a bent elbow, giving my wrist a little bit of a rest, okay? If this causes you shoulder pain for any reason, you're welcome to straighten out the arm and extend here. So, side plank. Let me show you full side plank and I'll show you how to modify. I've got my elbow bent, forearm on the floor, and I press up here, okay? Modification, bending that bottom knee, having a little bit of support. I'm still trying to think about keeping as straight of a line as possible from my head to that bottom foot. If you're adding the dips in, we're up here, tapping that hip down towards the floor, okay? Core is engaged the whole time. We'll do 10 dips, then we'll switch to the other side. Again, if you're not ready for dips, just hold the side plank till we're done with the dips, okay? Alrighty. Come up to that side plank, here we go. Let's dip for 10. Very good. Breathe for me. We need 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We of course have to do the other side. So flip it on around. Got my elbow bent. I've got my feet stacked. I'm gonna lift up, find that nice straight line, and then dip and return. Dip and return. Breathe. Keep it going. Give me 2 more. 2 and 1. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to come to center. We're going to do what we call a perfect push-up. So it's a push-up that goes all the way to the floor, and then we're going to do a Superman once we're on the floor. We call it a perfect push-up because it works the front of the body, and then it works the back of the body, keeping us even, okay? So, we'll be here, push up on the knees or the toes all the way to the floor. Once you're here, arms come overhead, lift up into that Superman. Return the hands to right here by the chest and push up, okay? Knees or toes, you can also grab those weights if you want to help give the wrist some stability in the push-up, okay? All right, 10 of these, here we go. All the way to the floor, arms overhead, Superman. Bring the arms back, activate the core and press up, down. Superman, push-up. And on that push-up, when you're coming from the floor, really activate the core so you're not swaying with the back. If you do find yourself swaying, please move back to the knees for this. Keep it going. I've got 2 more. I also keep my eyes on the floor, so my neck stays in line. This is my last one. And return back to the top. Nice job. When you're done, take a few deep breaths, okay? And then we're gonna take ourselves up to standing, so slowly take yourself back up to standing. We got a little 30-second burst here of jumping jacks. This can also be split jacks, where one foot is coming out at a time. Pace yourself to you, since this is a timed one. All right, we put 30 seconds on the clock. On our mark, get set, here we go. You go out, arms come up. I find myself still counting mine, even though we're not going for reps. Hang in there, halfway through. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we are to our last exercise in today's circuit. It's going to be another plank variation. We're going to do an up-down plank with forward reaches. So an up-down plank, you start in a high plank, arms extended, you come down, down, up, up. I want you to reach, so I'm at 3-point contact plank, 3-point contact plank, and then I'll go back down. So, modifications. You could cut out that reach at the top and just go down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. You can take it to the knees instead of the toes and do the whole thing or just part of it, maybe cutting out that reach at the top, okay? Listen to your body, give it what it needs today, all right? So I'm gonna start in that high plank on my toes. I'm gonna go down, down, up, up, reach, and reach. I'm gonna try and alternate which arm I take down to the floor first. And of course, with my eyes, I'm gonna gaze slightly past the hands, but keeping the eyes down. Be nice and intentional here. Is that 6 now? Here we go. Okay. It's 6. 3 more. And if you do need to cut this one short, you get 8 reps instead of 10. That's fine. Do what you can. All right, that's the last one. Come to the knees. Sit back in child's pose. Deep breaths here. In and out. Good job, everybody. Grab a sip of water, and then we start from the top. Okay? Starting with that wall sit for 30 seconds. So once you've had that sip of water, go find your wall. We're going to sink into it. This time we're going to do toe lifts. Okay? Here we go. Sink down, in, tiger's going, and lift the toe. Alternating one, and then the other. Keep it going. You've got this. Halfway there. Excuse the squeaking of my shoes. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Stand it up. All right, we're coming to that lunge where we start on the floor. Okay, bringing the legs to 90 and 90. So find that 90 and 90. I'm going to try and predominantly use my front foot You are welcome to try that as well, or to use both equally. All right, here we go. Taking it up and back down. If you are having problems with balance, you can always grab a wall, grab a chair. Doing these single leg focus does take an awful lot of strength and balance, okay? Got 2 more. And with my single leg, occasionally I find myself having to tap in between, all right? As I lose my balance. All right, here we go. Find that 90-90. Come up and back down. You want to be as strong and stable as possible. If you are finding yourself to be wobbly, perhaps looking for balance, or take it down a level. It's really good to focus sometimes though on single leg stability. Helps us be more stable overall. Two more. And one more. When you're done with yours, shake it out. Coming down to the floor, doing those side push-ups or side press-ups. Okay? Laying on our side, this bottom arm is dead weight. I'm gonna bring this hand so fingers are about the shoulder. I'm gonna press up. Here we go. Keep it going. Using the triceps a little bit here. You might be feeling that. 4 more. If you're pacing with me. 2 more. And 1 more. And we'll flip it over. And again, if you're struggling on some of these, you can always take it to 8 reps instead. 8 is great, I like to say. All right, find that position on this other side. Get ready. Press up and lower down. It's just as controlled on the lowering, okay? If you're really struggling with this, something that you can do is take it vertical against a wall, okay? And you can play with the feet placement to make it a little easier or harder. Got 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. So then we're going to come center, staying down on the floor, and we're going to do that renegade row with no weight. So it's a push-up, and then we pull and pull. Really focusing on stability here. This is one where you could add weights for the wrist. Since you are focusing on stability, I would advise, even though the weights are in your hands, that you pull up without them. Although, if you wanted to just get that extra arm workout in, you're always welcome to pull with the weight, okay? All right, I'm gonna set mine up. Here we go. Shoulders over wrist. Push up the top, activate that core, pull and pull. This is another one where if you have to drop to 8 reps instead, you can. And of course, these push-ups can absolutely be done on the knees. Keep it going. Press into those toes. I'm halfway. Got 3 more. Got one more. When you're done with yours, feel free to come to those knees. Sit back in child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. In and out. In and out. Nice. And we're going to stand it up. Okay? Got that lateral jump or lateral step. And then out into that bear pose. Okay? Pace this as you need to. And again, if you need to take it from 10 reps to 8, there's always an option. All right, here we go. Lateral jump, down and out, and in. Lateral jump, down and out, and in. Pace at your own pace. I'm halfway through. Got 2 more. My last one here. You're still going, keep it going. You're going to grab a sip of water. Side plank dips are next. So we're coming down to the side, coming to that side plank, and doing those 10 hip dips, where we can also just hold the side plank instead. All right? So I'm going to set mine up, elbow bent, elbows under my shoulder. I'm going to lift up, find that straight line, and then dip and return. Dip and return. Very controlled. Halfway. 4, 3, you got this. 2, and 1. Excellent. Flip it over to that other side. Okay? All right. Here we go. Lift it up. Dip and return. Dip and return. Keep it going. Hang in there. Got 2 more here. And 1. Nice. Whew. Okay, we're staying down. Got a perfect push-up next. We push up all the way to the floor. We do Superman. Push up all the way back up to the top. I'm going to do 10. If you need to do less, like 8, 8 is great. You can do those push-ups from the knees, okay? All right. Flip it on over. Set up that push-up right there on the knees or the toes, all the way to the floor. Arms come overhead. Come to a Superman. Return the hands to the chest. Press up. Really activating the core so that you are not sagging or arching the back. Takes a lot of control. Keep it going. I am halfway. You've got this, guys. Got 2 more. And 1 more. All the way back to the top. Good job, everybody. The next one is not a plank move. You're welcome. But it is a cardio move. And your heart rate's probably already up from doing all those push-ups. We're going to be standing up. We have 30 seconds of jacks. You get to take it at whatever pace you would like. You can do split jacks, okay? You can speed it up, you can slow it down. 30 seconds on your own terms. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feet out, arms up. Returning everything back to center. Keep it going. Then we have one more exercise, and that will be our second time through the circuit. 10 seconds to go. Before, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We will finish with the up-down plank, 3-point contact plank with a reach. Okay. Modify as needed. You can cut out that reach. Okay. You can even take it to the knees. All right. So I'm going to start in that high plank. You can take it down, down, back, up, reach, and reach. Down, down, up, reach, and reach. Again. Right now, I've been going down with the same hand every time. So I'm going to stick with that. Switch it halfway. So I'm at halfway. And I'm going to go down with the opposite arm first. Keeping it even. Almost there. 2 more. One more. Very good. Come to the knees. Sit back in child's pose. Deep breaths, guys. Deep breaths. All right. So we're going to go through that again, but we are going to decrease the number of reps this third time. I was at 10, so I'm going to take mine down to 8. Okay? If you were doing 8 on some of them, maybe take it down to 7 or 6, okay, depending on how that body is feeling. All right? Grab a sip of water, and we start with a wall sit. The wall sit stays at 30 seconds. We're not taking it down, sorry. But you can do it, I promise you can. We're going to do heel lifts on this wall sit. Okay. So grab that sip, and then go find your wall. I'm going to pull up that timer. Let's all sink down into that sit. Here we go. I'm going to lift a heel, lift a heel, lift the heel, lift the heel. If you do need to stand up and shake those legs out, you absolutely can. Otherwise, really try and stay here. Use your strength. I know you're tired. You've got this, I promise. 10 seconds to go. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Coming down to the floor. We're doing those lunges from the floor next. Okay? So find that 90-90. Again, I'm going to try and do mine with my front leg doing most of the work. You're welcome to use both feet equally. 8 of these, okay? 8. Here we go. I'm really trying to watch my balance this time. My legs are getting tired, my body's getting tired. So we want to really make sure we're not wobbling and putting ourselves in danger of injury here this last time. I've got 2 more. Woo! I'm grabbing that wall occasionally. All right, then we'll do the other side. Find your 90-90. Here we go. This is my stronger side. You may notice you have a stronger side too. I've got 2 more. And one more. Very good. Coming down, laying on our side for our side press-ups. Okay? Again, doing 8 of them. Unless you've been doing 8 before, then you're welcome to take it down to 7 or 6. All right, here we go. Press and lower. Press and lower. Two and one. Flip over to the other side. All right, here we go. We'll press up and lower. Seeing a lot of people in the industry saying things like, you can use machines, or you can turn your body into one. I think that's what we're doing here today, yes. Our bodies are machines. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Then we're coming to the center. We're doing those weightless renegade rows, okay? I'm going to do 8. If you were doing 8 before, feel free to take it down. All right? Push up from the knees to the toes, down to the floor, and then the arm pulls. Here we go. Really pressing into those toes. A lot of push-ups today. Got 3 more. Nice and stable. Got 1 more. Excellent. When you're done, take a breath. Then we're going to stand it up. When you do that lateral jump or that lateral step, and come out to the bear. Okay? Just 8 this time. Unless, of course, you did 8 before, then you can take it down. All right, here we go. Last time. Take it across, down and out. Across, down and out. I'm halfway now. And I have 2 more. When you're done, take a nice deep breath, and then come down to the floor. We've got side plank dips. Okay? Keep it nice and slow, getting down. You can hold the side plank, or you can do those dips. I'm going to take my forearm to the ground. 8 of these. Here we go. Lift up. I'm going to dip and return. Dip and return. For 8. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Flip it over. Other side. Stack those feet. Lift up into that side plank. Here we go. Down and up for 8. You're strong. Got this. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, perfect. Push up. Push up all the way to the floor. Superman. We're doing 8, or if you've been doing 8 before, feel free to take that number down to 7 or 6. Knees or toes for that push up. Superman. Hands back to chest. Really think about form. Having good form from the floor all the way up. I'm already halfway. Isn't it great when you cut your reps? done with those, we're gonna stand it up. Take your time getting up. We've got 30 seconds of jumping jacks. And then we finish with the up, down, plank reaches. So the end is in sight. All right, guys? End is in sight. 30 seconds of jacks on your mark. Get set. Go. You can also do split jacks. And speed these up. You can slow these down, depending on how you're feeling at this moment. But try and keep it going. Cross that finish line. Halfway. Maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Final one. Up, down planks with that optional reach at the top. You can do this from knees. You can do this from toes. Okay? Just 8 of these. Here we go. Down, down, up, up, reach, reach, down, down, up, reach, and reach. Keep it going. Last thing. I am halfway. One more. Come to those knees. Sit back, arms outstretched. When you are done, in child pose. Take a few deep breaths for me. Very good. We're going to come to all fours. We're going to curl those toes and head up toward downward dog. Pressing the hips back. Pedal those feet, taking one heel toward the floor, and then the other. Oh. Whew. Now press both heels towards the floor for a second. Feeling that lengthening along the back of the body. You can bend those knees if you need to. All right, I'm going to take it down to a plank. Okay, I'm going to take 1 foot forward, and then that hand that's on the same side, I'm going to reach up towards the ceiling, back to center, take it back, come forward with that other foot, reach up, and down. Stretching out those hips here at the end. We didn't do very many side-to-side moves today, so it's really important we stretch those hips out since they've mostly been working in one plane of motion. Do one more on the other side. All right, come to center on all fours. Okay, we're going to do some cat-cow. Around that back up, around, down, up, forward. Round up, down and forward. All right, Friday, in my Friday class, we will be using weights. Just an FYI. Give me one more of these. Let's thread the needle. This is the eye. Here's the thread. As much or as little into this arm. This feels good. Sometimes I feel like these no equipment workouts, sometimes they're actually harder. I mean, they're just different. Workouts with weights are also hard in their own way. All right. Lean into this a little more. And then come to center. Let's do that other side. Take this arm through. And lean as much or as little into it. This feels good. Now come back to center. All right. Let's have a seat. We're going to modify hurdler. One leg comes out, other leg is bent here in front. Take your arm across and then take this one down. Just reaching for whatever you can so you feel a nice gentle stretch along the back of that leg. Breathing into it as best you can. Hopefully your heart rate has started to come down by this point. Continue to try to take nice deep breaths. Bring those hands to the floor in front of you. Hinge at the hips and lean forward. Just feeling this through a different part of the hamstring, the back of that leg. Then we're going to sit up. Take that other side out. Sit nice and tall. Reach the arm across and then down. Feeling your breathing return to normal. Get those hands to the floor in front of you, hinging forward. Let's sit up. Bring the legs together. Okay, we're going to bend one knee, cross it over, hug it into our chest. I'm going to add a spinal twist, sitting nice and tall, hand comes behind. I look over that shoulder. Also deepens the stretch through the glute and the hip here. Come back to center. Let's do that other side. Hug that knee, sit tall, hand comes behind, and look over that shoulder. Twisting as much as feels good. And come back to center. Find a comfortable way to sit. I like to sit cross-legged. Okay, remember from the warm-up, we're going to bend the wrist, straighten and take it out the other direction. Bend and the other way. In and out. In and out. Stretching out those wrists. Like I said, they did a lot of hard work for us today. Okay, circle, circle, and circle. Circle the other way. All right, we're going to bring the hands forward and release those fingers. Take them and push them away, taking them straight out of the shoulder joint, around it. The shoulders can look down towards the floor. Try and keep the shoulders down. We're not bringing the shoulders up towards the ears as we do this. Just caught myself doing that. We're going to straighten this out. Take those hands up overhead, reaching, lengthening through the arms, through the shoulders, through the back. Reaching as high as you can. Still lengthening. We're going to take it slightly to the side. And then slightly to the other side. Take it back up through the center. Reaching up, up, up one last time. Then release the fingers. Roll the wrists as they come down. Roll them the other way. Shake them out. Okay. Let's do 2 deep breaths together. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Thanks for joining me early on a Monday morning. Getting a hard workout